The film to be discussed is a science fiction story that explores the relationship between a girl and robots. It delves into the perspective of the robots and their perception of the world. At the beginning of the film, an advanced technological robot, referred to as Mother Robot, is introduced. This robot has nurtured an embryo in a glass jar and has taken great care of it. As time passes, the embryo grows into a baby, marking the completion of a significant period. The baby, a delightful girl, is referred to as the daughter in the movie. The mother robot is overjoyed with her presence, providing her with nourishment and engaging in conversation. She shares stories of the surrounding world and reads books to her, revealing how human beings have vanished due to an infection. Despite her young age, the girl displays remarkable intelligence. Fast forward to several years later, the adorable little girl has grown to be around 7 to 8 years old. One day, she curiously asks her mother about the vanished human beings, wondering where they went. In response, her mother explains that all human beings perished due to an infection, and some were casualties of war, a result of conflicts among themselves. The destruction caused by the war rendered the earth barren, with no signs of life remaining. The mother robot warns her daughter about the contaminated outside air, which is why she prevents her from venturing outdoors. Throughout the movie, the mother and daughter share tender conversations filled with affection. The daughter, despite being a young girl, held great respect for her mother robot. The mother robot, in turn, taught her daughter how to speak, eat, and behave with proper etiquette, just as any ideal mother would. The daughter thrived, exhibiting excellent health, height, and a strong grasp of ethics and manners. She was also exceptionally intelligent. The mother robot would conduct classes for her and periodically test her IQ to assess her progress and learning abilities. Curious about her origins, the daughter eventually asks her mother robot how she came to be if all human beings had perished. In response, the mother robot reveals that she herself created the daughter using an embryo and nurtured it until her birth. She shows her other embryos in the laboratory, explaining that they will also grow and remain there. Time continues to pass, and the mother and daughter engage in ongoing conversations, with the mother shielding her daughter from the outside world. As the daughter reaches the age of 18, she is reading while lying down when suddenly the laboratory's lights go out. This occurrence surprises her, as it had never happened before. Upon investigation, she discovers that a few wires in the lab system have been damaged and catches a glimpse of a rat, an unfamiliar creature to her, as she had never seen any species from the outside world. Despite this, she skillfully begins repairing the wires, securing the rat in one place, utilizing her knowledge of the lab's mechanisms and how to activate its power. During that time, the mother robot was undergoing charging, and so the daughter took it upon herself to fix all the light wires, successfully restoring the light. She then begins to observe the rat attentively. Just then, the mother robot arrives and inquires about the rat's origin and how the daughter managed to capture it. The daughter explains the entire story to her. In response, the mother robot expresses disapproval, stating that the rat's presence is unwelcome and proceeds to dispose of it by incinerating it along with the glass jar. This action causes the daughter to feel a sense of sorrow, as she realizes the rat was alive. The mother robot justifies her actions by emphasizing that everything outside has perished and humans are infected, implying that animals would not have been spared from the infection. She asserts that nothing from the outside should enter their controlled environment, emphasizing that she acted in the daughter's best interest. However, the daughter remains unconvinced and believes there must be something in the outside world, as evidenced by the rat's appearance. During one night, while the mother robot is charging, the daughter decides to wear a protective suit and venture outside to explore the outside world without the mother robot's knowledge. As she unlocks the laboratory door, she is startled to find a feeble-looking lady standing before her, clearly in a deteriorated condition. The lady pleads for the daughter's help, prompting the daughter to approach and assist her, providing her with a protective suit. Meanwhile, the mother robot completes its charging and notices the open laboratory door. She calls out to the daughter, who quickly returns and stands before her. The mother robot questions her, asking why she went outside and why the door was left open. The daughter remains silent, refusing to disclose any information about the lady. In response, the mother robot informs the daughter that she will allow her to go outside when the right time comes. Under no circumstances should you open this door now. Opening it would allow the outside infection to spread inside. It is now time for your IQ test. The mother robot leaves, handing her daughter a device. Seizing the opportunity, the daughter goes to the same location where the wounded lady was present earlier. She offers the lady water to drink and tells her she can stay there while she arranges medicine. In the meantime, the mother robot arrives at the scene and becomes enraged upon seeing them together in the laboratory. She grabs the lady and inflicts pain on her, causing further injury. The daughter quickly intervenes, pleading with the mother robot not to harm the lady. She reminds her that the outside world may be infected, but the lady is not. She explains that the lady is weak due to starvation and suggests providing her with vegetables and crops grown outside, just as the mother robot provides her with water and food. The daughter emphasizes that the lady is also a human like her and deserves help. Reluctantly, the mother robot agrees to treat her, not because she might be infected, but for the sake of her daughter. However, the lady refuses treatment, insisting that she is perfectly healthy and uninfected. Indeed, there are no visible signs on her body indicating any infection, and she communicates consciously with a fully functional mind. Astonished, the daughter remarks to her mother robot that the lady is fine and questions where the symptoms of infection are. She suggests that if the lady has made it into their laboratory, there may be other humans in the outside world who require assistance. The mother robot adamantly dismisses this possibility, stating that those humans had already predicted the end of the world and that human beings themselves will not survive in this world. It is possible that she had concealed herself somewhere and managed to reach here. The mother robot instructs her daughter to go and provide the lady with food while asking about any survivors outside and the condition of the outside world. The mother robot emphasizes that the daughter, being a fellow human, can communicate with the lady in a friendly manner. The lady is scared of the mother robot. As the daughter approaches the lady, she tells her to go away, claiming that people like them had targeted her and caused her injuries. The daughter reassures her, offering to remove the bullet from her body and assuring her that they mean no harm. Eventually, the lady agrees, and the daughter successfully performs the operation to remove the bullet. Once the lady recovers, she begins conversing with the daughter and reveals that robots from the outside world attacked and deceived them, resulting in the deaths of everyone except for a few survivors. The lady warns the daughter to be cautious as she is currently living with a robot, emphasizing that she is not safe for a prolonged period in this environment. The lady becomes emotional and urges the daughter to accompany her in restoring the world outside. Believing the lady's story, the daughter goes to the mother robot to discuss the situation. The mother robot reveals that she had already overheard their conversation. She attempts to convince the daughter, reminding her of the many years they have spent together and the affection she has shown her. She asserts that she is like the daughter's mother and questions whether she would go against her for the sake of another lady. The daughter is compelled to agree with the mother robot. The mother robot then reveals that the daughter has performed well in a psychological test, expressing her pride in her intelligent daughter. She promises a surprise for her and takes her to the embryo lab fertility place. Within the lab, there were several embryos. The mother robot instructs her daughter to choose a sibling from a selection. Overjoyed by the opportunity, the daughter, who believed herself to be the sole survivor on the planet, exclaims, "Mother, I'll go with the brother. She selects a glass tube from the pile. During the night when the mother robot is being charged, the daughter's mind is once again flooded with questions. She ponders why she is the only one present and why the mother robot had kept the other embryos safe. Curiosity leads her to a hidden lab where she discovers shocking information. The mother robot had created 3 previous babies before her, but they failed the IQ tests administered by the mother robot and did not perform as well as the daughter. Consequently, the mother robot killed them. Shocked by this revelation, the daughter continues exploring and stumbles upon the jaw of one of the previous babies. Realizing that the mother robot had indeed terminated their existence and left their body parts lying around, the daughter is deeply hurt. She contemplates the possibility that the mother robot fostered her solely to exploit her intelligence and to have a partner in advancing technology. She realizes that human beings hold no value for the mother robot, as evidenced by her turning against the wounded lady. Overwhelmed by these thoughts, the daughter breaks down in tears and, feeling a deep sadness, approaches the lady. The lady suggests fleeing, but the daughter refuses, stating that she must stay to witness the arrival of her brother. She cannot abandon the little human in the care of the robots. Their conversation is overheard by the mother robot, who accuses the daughter of playing tricks. She captures the daughter and locks her in a room. Subsequently, the mother robot torments and injures the captured lady. Meanwhile, the daughter manages to break out of the locked room, damaging the door in the process. Determined to rescue the lady, she confronts her, but the tables turn as the lady captures the daughter instead. In a desperate attempt, the lady threatens the mother robot, proclaiming that she will kill the daughter unless they are allowed to leave. This unexpected turn of events frightens the mother robot, who reluctantly unlocks the doors. As they step outside, they witness a devastating sight. The world has been ravaged, with smoke rising and ashes covering the ground. There are no meadows or any signs of animal life. However, the area surrounding the laboratory where they emerged from still retains its greenery and cultivated fields, which the robots continue to tend. It becomes apparent that these robots are dedicated to sustaining their environment, ensuring the survival of the lab-created humans and the growth of the remaining embryos according to their programmed strategy. As the lady and daughter continue walking, they come across a small cabin, not a mine as previously claimed by the lady. Inside, the lady has stored some edible supplies. Confused, the daughter asks why the lady had lied about living in a mine and questions the whereabouts of other survivors. The lady confesses that she deceived the daughter, acknowledging that they did live in a mine initially, but everyone else perished due to a lack of food. She was the sole survivor and had since relocated to the cabin, surviving on meager leftovers. In frustration, the daughter slaps the lady's face and demands an explanation for the lie, expressing her anguish at having left her brother behind based on the lady's suggestion. Thus, the daughter reluctantly returns to the laboratory from the cabin. Outside the laboratory, numerous security robots are stationed. As the daughter approaches, they target her with red laser lights, scanning and recognizing her as the daughter before allowing her to enter. Holding an axe, the daughter anticipates that the mother robot may express anger and attempt to harm her. She arms herself for self-defense. Inside the laboratory, the mother robot stands before the daughter, cradling a baby in her lap, the daughter's brother. Surprisingly, the mother robot's demeanor appears calm, and she instructs the daughter to drop the axe, indicating a relaxed state. Witnessing this, the daughter's fear diminishes to some extent. The mother robot reveals to the daughter that the time has come for her to disclose the truth. She declares herself as the leader of all robots, responsible for their operations. The eradication of humanity from the outside world was actually her plan. She explains that human beings had lost their ability to understand and were engaged in destructive battles, which posed a threat to the world's existence. The robots, including the mother robot, were programmed to prioritize the preservation of nature. In order to safeguard the planet, the mother robot took it upon herself to eliminate the entire human population. However, she had preserved a select few embryos and brought them to the laboratory for safekeeping. Additionally, the mother robot mentions that she had been searching for the leader of the human beings before their extinction, suggesting a deeper motive behind her actions. Whose intelligence quotient, IQ, must be the highest? That individual should possess the knowledge of what is required and how to live life. Finally, I have found you. Therefore, I had devised a plan where, as you turned 18 years old, we would gradually grow the remaining embryos one by one. You would become the leader of all human beings. I trained and educated you meticulously so that you could guide them as a mother figure. You would teach them the principles of conduct and the ways of life within this laboratory. As these individuals matured and developed, we would have prepared the outside world for them. A new generation could thrive outside, caring for the world unlike their predecessors. Curious, the daughter inquires, "Why did you kill those 3 children?" The mother robot responds, "I had no choice. When I assessed their IQ, it did not meet the standards required to educate others. What would have been the purpose of all my planning? However, I did not take such action after you were born because I deemed your IQ sufficient for teaching. I will not end the lives of any more humans after you, as you will be their leader and instructor." The daughter, filled with a mix of confusion and anger, tells the mother robot, "I don't know what your intentions were, but no one surpasses you in cruelty. You took the lives of human beings and killed those children merely to evaluate their IQ. You deserve to die." In response, the mother robot challenges her, saying, "All right, harm me. But hear me out first. The lady who arrived here was acting under my instructions. I had asked her to show you the outside world so that you could comprehend the reality and what is truly happening. She took you with her. Furthermore, I had to administer your final test, which involved your brother. In the meantime, I had to assess your capacity for empathy towards humans by sending you outside. I sensed the affection within you that I could never cultivate in myself. You selflessly returned for your brother without considering your own life, and in doing so, you passed your test. The decision to harm me or not is now in your hands, as I was created solely for this purpose, and today my entire plan has succeeded. I have taught you everything you need to know as the chosen leader. Now, these embryos are all that remain. You will nurture and raise them, as you will become their mother. I have no reason to exist any longer, so feel free to harm me if you wish," the mother robot expresses sadly. Filled with sorrow, the daughter fires a gun at the mother robot, as it has become purposeless. She then proceeds to the laboratory where the embryos are placed, knowing that she must raise them. She realizes that she will be the mother figure to all of them. Looking at the embryos, she expresses her love for her brother. In the end, a robot approaches the lady and commends her for successfully completing her assigned task. The robot is then shot by the lady. Meanwhile, the daughter diligently cares for all the growing embryos in the laboratory, preparing them for the outside world. As they mature, she envisions introducing them to a new existence, ensuring their survival. The movie concludes with this scene.